The sky splits open with a roar. A streak of fire tears across the heavens so violently that everyone in the village runs out of their homes. Children scream. Elders drop to their knees. Mothers clutch their babies. The blazing light rips across the clouds like something wounded, something falling, something desperate. And then, it crashes behind the hills. A trembling silence follows, too heavy to breathe in. But one girl moves toward the fire. Oma's eyes lock on the direction of the fall, her heart pounding in a rhythm she has never felt before. Something pulls her. Something ancient. Something familiar. As if the sky itself knows her name. She takes a single step. The ground beneath her feet hums. Another step. The humming grows louder. A third step. A whisper curls around her ear. Do not look away. She freezes, skin prickling, because she knows that voice. She has heard it since childhood, soft, distant, impossible. A voice from dreams. A voice from nights when she lies awake watching the moon drift across the sky like a lonely traveler. She whispers, "You again." The voice fades into the wind. Oma looks back toward the village. No one notices her. They are too busy panicking, pointing, shouting prayers. Good. She turns and runs toward the hills. The path twists through tall grass that slaps her legs. The night air tastes like smoke and something else, something metallic, electric, alive. The moon hangs swollen and pale, like an eye watching her. She reaches the top of the first hill. Then she stops. Because the crater is glowing. Pulsing. Breathing. Inside it lies someone. Not something. Someone. A figure curled in the center of the impact, wrapped in shimmering gold light that flickers like flame but doesn't burn. The figure shifts, slowly, painfully. Oma's breath catches. A man rises from the crater. But he is not a man. His skin pulses with molten gold beneath the surface, like sunlight trapped inside him. Every movement glows slightly brighter. His hair burns like smoldering embers. His eyes, when he meets her gaze, are two miniature suns. Oma steps back, overwhelmed by heat and beauty and danger. He speaks first. "You heard me." His voice vibrates the ground. Oma swallows. "Who are you?" He takes a step toward her. The grass beneath him wilts from the heat. "I am the one you've always heard," he says. "The one who calls your name when the moon rises." He shakes her head. "Those were dreams." "No," he says softly. "Those were memories." A wave of warmth rushes over her, dizzying. She clenches her fist. "What do you want?" He lifts his hand. A faint beam of golden light drifts from his fingers like dust. "Your help," he says. Before darkness takes her completely. Oma's pulse jumps. "Ah. Who?" He looks up at the moon. It flickers. Just once. So subtly most people wouldn't notice. But Oma notices. Her chest tightens. What's happening to the moon? He closes his eyes with pain. She is dying. Oma stares at him. He looks away. They will erase her if I do not return. But I cannot return without you. Another flicker crosses the moon's surface. Then another. Oma feels something deep inside her crack open like an old door. "Why me?" she whispers. He steps closer. The air around him shimmers like heat on desert sand. "Because you are her last echo," he says. The last mark she left before she turned her face away forever. Her heart stutters. That makes no sense. I'm human. I'm nobody. He studies her with sorrow. You are not nobody to her. Oma steps back, shaking her head. You're talking in riddles. He holds out his hand. Come, he says. There is not much time. She hesitates. Everything about him screams danger, but not the kind that wants to harm her. The kind that begs her to hurry. The kind that makes her chest ache with a longing she doesn't understand. "What's your name?" she asks. He breathes deeply. "So." The name bends the night air. Oma whispers, "Son." He nods once. And he gestures weakly at the flickering moon. "It's Luna." Oma's knees nearly buckle. "Those are not real names. They are older than names," he says. "Older than memory. Older than the world the way you know it." Oma steps closer without even realizing it. "If you're the sun, why are you here? Why fall from the sky?" A shadow crosses his glowing features. "Because she called for me." He touches his chest, where the glow flickers erratically, broken. "She called for me to save her," he murmurs. "And when I answered, the others cast me out." Oma's skin chills despite the rising heat. "Others? Who?" He lifts his gaze slowly. "The ancient lights," he whispers. "The old ones who govern the heavens. Those who think love is disorder. Those who think we, Sol and Luna, defied them." Oma steps closer, curiosity warring with fear. "Did you?" Sol looks directly at her. "Yes." The air trembles. Oma holds his gaze. "Tell me." He hesitates. Then he lifts his hand. A wave of golden warmth surrounds her, and the world dissolves. She gasps as she finds herself standing in a sky that isn't entirely sky, surrounded by stars that pulse like living hearts. The ground is made of soft light. The air smells like warmth. Sol stands beside her, no crater, no pain, his form radiant and strong. And then she sees her. Luna. A woman with silver-blue skin that glows like a calm ocean beneath starlight. Her hair floats behind her like drifting clouds. Her eyes are soft, sad crescents of pale light. But the important part. Oma realizes Luna is looking at Sol the way a person looks at their soulmate. Oma whispers, "You loved her." Sol nods. "We loved each other when it was forbidden. They told us celestial beings cannot love. They told us distance keeps the world in balance. But she came to me anyway." The sky darkens. And the ancient lights punished her. Oma swallows hard. What did they do to her? Sol's jaw tightens. They took her voice. Her freedom. Her memories of me. Oma gasps. They forced her to orbit in silence, Sol continues. Never touching me. Never speaking. Never remembering why she once crossed the sky just to see me. Luna turns her head toward them. Her eyes widen as if she recognizes Sol. But then her light flickers. She screams silently, voice stolen, and falls backward into darkness. Oma reaches out instinctively, but everything shatters again. Suddenly she is back on Earth. Sol collapses to his knees, coughing up sparks. His fire is dimmer. Oma kneels beside him. What's happening to her? He lifts his head, glowing eyes full of fear. Her light is going out. If it dies completely, she will never return to the sky. The ancient lights will replace her forever. Oma's breath shakes. Replace her with what? Nothing you want to know. A chill races down Oma's spine. Sol looks at her intensely. Will you help me save her? Oma hesitates. Her whole life has been ordinary. Boring. Predictable. She never imagined being chosen by anything cosmic, much less by the sun himself. What can I even do? She asks. You can enter her memory, he says. Because you carry a piece of her. Oma stares at him. I carry, what? Sol nods. I recognized you the moment you stepped over that hill. The moon marked you the night you were born. You were bathed in her full light. It threaded itself into your spirit. Oma sits back, stunned. So that's why I've always felt connected to the moon. Yes, Soul whispers. You are her echo. Another flicker scars the moon's surface. Soul's glow dims dangerously. Oma steadies her breathing. Tell me what to do. Soul stands, trembling but determined. You must come with me. Into the veil between sky and earth. Into the space where Luna drifts, trapped between memory and oblivion. Oma looks up at the dying moon. Will it hurt? She whispers. Soul doesn't lie. Yes. Will I survive? He swallows. I don't know. She flinches. He extends his hand again. But she will not survive without you. Oma's stomach twists. She looks at the moon, once beautiful, now flickering like a candle fighting wind. She reaches out. Her hand closes over Soul's. A ring of light explodes around them, lifting her off her feet. Oma cries out as the world spirals. Wind tears at her hair. Light burns her vision. Her bones vibrate painfully. The air feels thin, heavy, ancient. The sky pulls her upward. Soul pulls her forward. Oma screams. Then, silence. She opens her eyes. They stand on a massive silver plain that sparkles like powdered moonlight. Mountains of pale crystal pierce the horizon. Rivers of white light flow slowly, pulsing like veins. The air is cold. So cold her breath fogs instantly. Oma wraps her arms around herself. Where are we? Soul steps beside her. In Luna's realm, he says. Our inner world. Our memories. Our prison. Oma shivers. It's beautiful. Soul's expression is hollow. It used to be. A tremor shakes the ground. Oma grabs Soul's arm. What was that? Her fading, he says. Her collapse. She is losing herself. Piece by piece. Oma's heart races. Soul gestures toward a distant ridge. She is there. Oma squints. At the top of the ridge, a figure stands, pale, trembling, flickering like broken light. Luna. Oma begins walking toward her, but Soul grips her shoulder. Be careful, he warns. She may not remember who she is. She may not remember me, or you. Oma nods nervously. They approach the ridge. Every step sinks slightly into the shimmering ground, sending ripples of light outward. The air becomes colder. The light becomes dimmer. Even Soul's glow seems smothered here. Oma's teeth chatter. Why is it so cold? Because this is where she feels most alone, Soul whispers. This is where the ancient lights hid her memories of me. They reach the ridge's peak. Luna turns. Oma's breath catches. Her face is cracked with shadows. Her eyes flicker between silver and emptiness. Her hair drifts like torn smoke. Her body is half transparent. Luna opens her mouth to speak. But no sound comes out. Only dust. Only light. Only pain. Soul steps forward, voice trembling. Luna, it's me. Luna recoils, clutching her head like his voice is knives. Oma steps forward gently. It's okay. We're here to help you. Luna's empty eyes drift toward Oma. Something softens. Something remembers. Luna reaches out a trembling hand. Oma takes it. A shock of cold lightning shoots through her arm, into her chest, into her mind. Oma cries out. The world fractures. Suddenly Oma is inside a memory. Luna, laughing as she dances across the sky. Soul, chasing behind her like sunrise chasing dawn. The world glowing under their playful arcs. But then, a booming voice roars, separate. The sky cracks open. Dark tendrils wrap around Luna. Soul lunges for her, but a wall of blinding light forces him back. Oma sees Luna ripped away screaming silently. The memory cracks apart. Oma falls to her knees. Soul catches her. Oma, breathe. She gasps, trembling. That was her memory, Soul says. You touched her mind. Oma looks up. They tore you apart. Soul nods once, eyes full of centuries of regret. Luna stumbles backward, clutching her head. Her form flickers violently. She's breaking, Oma whispers. If we don't stabilize her. The ground splits under Luna. Soul shouts, Ama, hold her. Oma leaps forward without thinking, grabbing Luna's trembling hand again. Another shock hits her. Another memory slams into her vision. This one worse. Luna sits on a celestial throne, surrounded by the ancient lights, towering beings of pure blinding power. They speak, voices like thunder. Love is chaos. You defied the order. You will forget. Luna cries silently, reaching for someone she can't remember. So, Oma screams as the memory fractures. She collapses again, shaking uncontrollably. Soul kneels beside her, panic tightening his features. Oma, this is killing you. You're not built to enter her memories. Oma forces herself onto her knees. But I can. Because I'm her echo. That's what you said. Soul's glow flickers with guilt. I shouldn't have asked you to risk this. Oma looks at Luna, crumbling, fading, breaking. You didn't ask, she says quietly. She did. Oma reaches for Luna again. But the ground erupts beneath them. Luna screams soundlessly. Soul grabs Oma and pulls her back as a pit of swirling void opens where Luna stood. A voice echoes through the sky. Cold. Eternal. Cruel. The moon does not love. Soul's glow dims with fear. Oma whispers, what was that? Soul stares into the deepening darkness. The first of the ancient lights, he says. The one who ordered Luna's punishment. Oma grips his arm. What's his name? Soul's voice cracks. Obanlaw. The Great Order. The void widens. A shadow begins rising from it. Oma steps back. Soul steps in front of her. Do not speak, Soul warns. Do not breathe loudly. Do not move. Oma holds her breath. Because Obanlaw has come. And he does not look happy. Obanlaw rises like a tower of shifting darkness, taller than mountains, wider than night. His form is made of pure order, straight lines, rigid angles, perfect symmetry, nothing soft, nothing warm. Where he moves, starlight dims. Where he breathes, the air freezes. His presence feels like the silence after a scream. Oma cannot move. Soul stands in front of her, shielding her from the full force of Obanlaw's gaze. But even through him, she feels the weight, an unbearable pressure pushing against her chest, as though the universe itself is trying to grind her down. Obanlaw speaks again, and his voice is a cold blade scraping the world. The moon does not love. Soul's glow flares weakly. You have no right to decide that. Obanlaw's head tilts with inhuman precision. I decide all things that disturb balance. Luna screams from within the darkness, her silent cry trembling through the ground. Oma gasps, wanting to run to her, but Soul's hand clamps around hers. Not yet, he whispers. He'll destroy you. Obanlaw's hollow face turns toward Oma. Though he has no eyes, she feels him looking through her skin, through her ribs, into the very thread of moonlight woven into her soul. A human, Obanlaw rumbles. Unordered. Unplanned. Unworthy of this realm. Oma tries to speak but her voice collapses under the pressure. Soul steps forward, furious. She is Luna's echo. An error, Obanlaw replies, that must be erased. He raises a massive hand. The shadows swirl like a tidal wave preparing to crash. Omar's heart plummets. Soul throws himself in front of her, light blazing. You will not touch her. Obanla hesitates. His hand lowers slightly. You defend the human, the ancient asks. As you defended the moon. Have you learned nothing? Soul's light flickers, weakened by the confrontation. Omar watches him struggling and something inside her snaps. No. She will not watch him burn for her. She steps out from behind Soul before he can stop her. Obanla turns fully toward her. The darkness expands. The cold deepens. Why do you interfere? The ancient asks. This is not your burden. Omar's voice trembles, but she speaks. It is now. His massive silhouette shifts. A human claims the affairs of celestials. Omar steps closer. Soul reaches to grab her arm, but she shakes him off. You separated them, Omar says. You tore love apart because it didn't fit your rules. Love, Obanla replies, is a distraction. To who? Omar demands. Silence. The ancient lights ripple with annoyance. Obanla's voice drops lower. The sun and moon have duties. Purpose. Without order, the world falls. Omar looks up at the massive shadow. And without love, it breaks. Obanla's form stills. The moon does not love, he repeats. She was made to reflect. Not to feel. Omar clenches her fist. Maybe she wasn't made for it. But she learned. The ancient's darkness swirls angrily. You speak out of ignorance. No, she says softly. Out of experience. Obanla pauses. Omar touches her chest. Luna marked me at birth. I felt her. Her longing. Her pain. Her loneliness. You didn't erase it. You only buried it. Soul stares at her with bewildered awe. Omar breathes shakily. Luna misses him. She misses herself. She misses what you took. Obanla's massive form flickers like a glitch in reality. You cannot know this. I do, she says. Because she gave it to me. She needed someone to remember for her. The ancient light trembles with fury. No more. Tendrils of darkness lash toward Omar. Soul leaps in front of her, taking the full force. A blast of cold shadows erupts across the plain. Crystals shatter. Light rivers freeze. Omar is thrown backward, slamming onto the ground. Pain explodes across her spine. She tries to stand, can't. Her body shakes violently. Her breath comes out in sharp stabs. Her vision blurs. Through the swirling darkness, she sees Soul, broken, one knee on the ground, panting as golden light drips from his wounds like molten honey. Obanla looms over him. You are weakened, the ancient says. Unfit to rule the sky. Soul raises his head, eyes burning with defiance. I never cared about ruling. I cared about her. The shadows lash again. Soul collapses. Omar screams. She drags herself toward him, clawing at the shimmering ground, nails breaking, throat burning. Luna stands at the edge of the void, trembling, flickering, watching everything with terror. Omar reaches Soul and grabs his hand. His light barely pulses. No, Omar whispers. Stay with me. Soul's voice is faint. Omar, you have to save her. How? He lifts a trembling finger toward Luna. Finish what she started. Restore her memory. Anchor her to something no ancient light can erase. Omar swallows. What does she need? Soul's gaze softens with aching sadness. Her heart, he whispers. Luna's eyes widen, the flickering slowing, stabilizing for a moment. Omar understands. Luna didn't only love Soul. She loved. Hope, Omar breathes. Humans represent hope. So nods weakly. If she chooses you, she chooses herself. Obanla roars. The ground splits. The sky fractures. Oma forces herself upright and faces Luna. The moon goddess stands frozen, like an abandoned statue of light. Oma holds out a shaking hand. Luna, remember. Luna blinks. Her body flickers. Oma steps closer. You loved him. You fought for that love. And they punished you for it. A single tear of silver falls down Luna's cheek. Obanla snarls. She will not remember. Oma ignores him. Luna, she says softly, you came to earth the night I was born. You blessed me. You marked me. You left a piece of yourself inside me. You wanted someone to carry your truth. Luna's form ripples like a disturbed lake. Oma reaches out and touches her hand. A soft glow bursts between them. Luna's eyes widen. The light spreads. And suddenly, Oma sees Luna's memories flooding back. So laughing with her as they dance through the sky. So holding her hand as they cross dawn together. So whispering to her as night fades. Obanla appearing in blinding fury. Chains of light binding Luna. Her voice ripped away. Her memories torn. Her heart shattered. Her love buried. The memory slammed into Oma, ripping a cry from her throat. Luna gasped silently, clutching Oma's hand tighter. You remember, Oma whispers. Luna nods slowly. Her face glows brighter. Her form stabilizes. Her hair flows smoothly again. The cracks disappear. Light returns to her eyes. Obanla shakes with violent anger. Stop, he commands. Luna lifts her gaze toward him. And for the first time in centuries, she speaks. Enough. Her voice is soft but carries the weight of 1,000 tides. Oma gasped at the sound. So lifts his trembling head. Obanla's form stutters like a broken star. You are not permitted to. Silence, Luna says. The darkness recoils. Oma stares in disbelief. Luna steps forward, silver light gathering around her like armor. You took my voice. But you did not take my will. Obanla booms, you defied order. I defied cruelty, Luna whispers. She extends her other hand toward Saul. Come, she says gently. Saul rises slowly, light returning in faint pulses. Obanla roars. You cannot reunite. The sky will fall. Luna shakes her head. No. Love is the sky's anchor. Not its enemy. Obanla lashes out. A tidal wave of darkness. Oma rushes forward without thinking, throwing herself between Luna and the wave. Luna screams her name. The darkness hits Oma full force. Cold like 1,000 winters. Pain like bones cracking. Light ripped from her chest. But she stands firm. The moon's mark within her flares bright. Brighter. Brighter. Until her entire body becomes a beacon. The darkness shatters against her. Obanla recoils with a furious bellow. Luna catches Oma as she falls backward. Oma can barely breathe. Her vision goes white. Luna whispers desperately, stay with me. Obanla rises again, towering with rage. But Saul steps forward this time. No, he says. This ends now. His light bursts outward, golden and fierce. Luna's silver light flares beside him. The two lights, sun and moon, merge into one brilliant beam. They lift their hands together. The beam hits Obanla. The ancient screams, dissolving, breaking apart, collapsing into fragments of cold starlight. His voice echoes as he fades. Love is chaos. Luna replies softly, and so is creation. With one final explosion of light, Obanla is gone. Silence returns. The silver plains tremble, then slowly begin to heal. Soul turns to Oma, falling to his knees beside her. Oma, open your eyes. She tries. Barely manages. You saved her, Soul whispers. You saved us both. Luna kneels too, glowing softly. You carry my light, Oma. You carried my heart when I could not. Oma coughs weakly. Does this mean the moon can visit the sun again? Soul and Luna exchange a heartbreaking look. Luna strokes Oma's hair gently. No. Oma's breath catches. Why? Soul lowers his gaze. Because the sky still needs balance, even without Obanla. Luna nods. If the sun and moon meet in the sky, the world will burn and freeze at once. Oma's voice shakes. So after everything, you still can't be together. Soul smiles sadly. Not close. But we can see each other. We can rise and set in harmony. We can remember. Luna whispers, we can love from afar. Freely this time. Oma's heart aches. She understands now. The sun and moon did not separate because love failed. They separated because the world could not hold their love together without breaking. Luna touches Oma's forehead gently. You will rest now. A warm silver glow covers her. Soul adds a golden glow. Oma feels every pain slip away. Her breath steadies. Her vision clears. Luna smiles softly. Thank you, my echo. Soul adds, thank you for giving her back to herself. The world begins to dissolve around them. Oma floats downward, toward earth. Luna whispers, tell them our story. Tell them why I no longer visit him. Tell them love survives even in distance. Soul whispers, look up at sunrise. I will greet you. As Oma falls gently through the fading light, she sees Soul and Luna walk toward opposite horizons, sunrise and moonset, glowing with quiet, eternal love. The light fades. Oma wakes in the hills. The crater is gone. The night sky is calm. The moon shines full and bright, steady, strong, returned. The sun peeks faintly at the edge of the horizon, glowing warmly. Oma smiles, tears in her eyes. They can't meet. But they can remember. And as Oma walks back to the village, the moon's glow follows her like a soft promise. Some distances aren't punishments. They are protection. But love. Love never stops visiting. Even when it stays in the sky. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like this video, comment what you learned from it, and share it with your friends and family who may need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe so you can continue enjoying more captivating stories like this one.